Fears. When someone is feeling fear today, it's not what happened now that is giving the fear. The fears are rooted in our childhood, in the womb of our mother, with the feelings of the mother, with the stresses she had, the fears she had, the event that happened during our pregnancy. For example, a mother that should have stayed without moving, it will impact the child that all his life it will feel like moving is a danger. Or a mother that didn't like the child, didn't want a child, the child will all his life feel like someone that is not wanted, or someone that is bothering the other. So all those feelings are staying with the child, and even as an adult, and has to be cleaned after. The second step is the birth. The birth is a big trauma, because the child doesn't know what is going to happen. He's surprised after 9 months in with his mother. Suddenly something is happening. He's thrown out of his place and he doesn't know what is going to be. He's changing from the womb to air and light and people around. It is very difficult for the child to understand what is happening. He's thinking that it is like a death, that it's perhaps dangerous. So this is also one of the fear that is going with us. Unless the mother knows about that and know how to speak with the child and explain with the child all the time and during all those events that everything is okay, what will happen, and he has nothing to be afraid of, it is very traumatic for the child. The third period is the period where the child is beginning to live with the parents, with the sisters and brothers. For example, with the parents that have anger or are shouting, or children that are telling them stories that are making them afraid, like with witches, things like that. For example, my big son had an orthodontic apparel, and the small one was very afraid of that because he was also shouting, and then he was afraid. After that, he transformed this fear to fear about dogs and fear about of figures that have big teeth and things like that, and it was really a big trauma for him. So this was the origin of his fear. And then the fourth step, where we are facing fears, it is the step with other children that have sometimes violence, that are not very nice, and that we cannot express ourselves and understand what is happening. And then we have conclusions that are not the right one. We decide to act in a certain way that is not the right way that we should act today. So taking care of all our fears will help us to arrive to a new achievement, to a new place where there will be less fear, where there will be more we will feel more secure. We will know how to handle things differently. What is important to know is that our subconscious is very nice and very kind, and if we are facing those fears, it will never bring us in a position that would be dangerous for ourselves. So if you have fear to face your fears, it's better to turn to someone that can help you. If you feel enough secure, it will help you a lot to decrease the level of the fear. Therefore, selfcare.com will help you to explain your fears, to express your fears, to identify the origin of your fears, to guide you to find the way to feel better. You will have the possibility to be less struggle, less panic with your fears, and hopefully it will even totally disappear.